I'm feeling a little insecure and not sure I am doing right by my adopted dog or not with a decision I'm about to make. Okay, let me try to explain. So, if you're new around here, I adopted an English bulldog around 8 months ago. Her name is Franny, and she came to me from pretty much a breeding farm in Iowa. And I don't say that in a bad way, or maybe I do. Either way, she came from me from a breeding farm in Iowa. She had a couple of litters and her time was up, and they're like, okay, let's find another home for her. And that was me. The thing about Franny is, while she is certainly warming up, I mean, the first couple of months were so tough. She was just scared of everything. I mean, now she's a city girl, and she was out on this farm in Iowa her entire life, right? I don't know what her life looked like, except I do know that she was on a farm and what her intention was when she was born. So she comes to me, and like any dog would be scared in a brand new environment, but this dog is scared to a different level, man. Like now she trusts me and she trusts Amanda, my girlfriend. But there are very few that can come in the house where she'll actually like let you pet her. She's very scared. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She's so freaking sweet. Kristen has been around her a couple of different times.
She is. She's a sweetheart, but she's a little on the skittish side. Like she is an introvert bulldog. I remember Riggins. He was the complete opposite. He was like, talk about a 180. You'd walk into a room, Riggins, and and he'd come up next to you and he'd slobber all over you. And if you pet Riggins, he wasn't leaving your side. Whereas Franny, you go over to Bert's house, she's in the corner in the kitchen by herself, basically saying like, leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, she's got two spots in the house. That's it, that she's comfortable in. And that's in her cage and in the corner of a kitchen. I've been trying to train her to come into my bedroom now and hang out there just, so we can spend some time together. Because if not, it's just her by herself. She doesn't know how to play with things. She won't chase anything. She's just living right now. I come home, she gets excited about it, wiggles her hips a little bit, and then goes back into the backyard. And that's really it. That's her life, right? Anytime we are going to do anything outside of the ordinary, she freaks out and has like a lot of anxiety. She just starts panting a lot, and you could tell she's scared. She trusts me, so she'll go where I tell her to go, but she's really nervous about things. I just put a sunroom up on my patio. She doesn't even want to be on the patio anymore. It's all brand new. She's like, what is that thing? What is it?
Why did you ruin my open space?
Yes, I can't get her to come in it. That's the kind of dog she is, right? So anytime I'm going to do anything or take her out of her element, my vet gave me a doggy trazodone to give to her on those occasions. So, for instance, I went over to our Bert's Big Adventure office the other day. I brought her over there. She's around a lot of people, but I knew we were going to do that. So, hit her with a trazodone, and she was better. Not great. So, my girlfriend Amanda has a new place. So, I thought, okay, this is safe. Franny knows Amanda, knows her dog Copper also. So, I'll hit her with some drugs, and I'll bring her in the truck, and we'll go on up there. So I hit her with the trazodone, and we go to Amanda's house. And after about an hour and a half, this was like a completely and totally different dog, okay? Having the time of her life. Jumped up on the couch to be pet by us and wouldn't leave us alone. The most affectionate dog I have seen in a long time.
Huh.
And I can only think it were the drugs. So now I'm wondering.
Is it like doggy ecstasy or something?
No, it's just a trazodone, which I think chills you out. It's like an anti-anxiety. I was prescribed some for sleep. They said, just take a little itty bit, not the doggy one.
I was going to say, I'm like.
Yeah, my doctor's like, instead of the Lunesta, why don't you try trazodone? I tried, didn't work. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, they make them for dogs also. And she was so incredibly different. Happy, a little bit anxious, but the fact that she jumped on a couch, couldn't get enough hugs, get enough scratches from Amanda and I'm starting to think like, shoot, man, maybe I should just give her this every single day so she can start living her life a little bit instead of living in the corners of the house. So I went online and I did a search. Is it healthy to give dogs trazodone every single day? You just never know what to believe online, but it pretty much green lit it. So I'm wondering if I should do that or not.
Are you doing an Ask a Vet right now?
Or anybody that's got dog. This seems so silly. Like I can hear my dad in my head because he was a dog person, but dogs had their place. And to think that you are actually caring about a dog's feelings or their anxiety, or I am giving my dogs drugs for their anxiety, I can hear my dad in my head laughing his ass off. So I've been reluctant to do it, I think.
So Christy on line 1 has some advice that I know you're going to absolutely love. Instead of giving Franny medicine every day, you can do this.
Hey, Christy, good morning. You're on the Bert Show.
I don't care if I told you I read it in the Wall Street Journal. I saw it on TikTok. But I also have a lot of pet experience. I'm a pet professional, and you need to get your dog a cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Toss the pills, buddy. Because let me tell you something. That says a lot about the kind of place that dog came from, because who knows how many litters she did have and at what point they ripped those babies away from her. So she's got trust issues, and if you give her a kitten, it's just like a chicken that sits on eggs because they get all broody.
Yeah.
If you put another bird's chick under her, she will take care of it and love it. And you can do the same thing with a kitten.
Can you foster a cat just to see if this is going to work or not?
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm not
100%.
I'm not totally against the idea, I don't think. I think I'd rather have her just do drugs.
Cats drugs.
If I'm being but I mean, we had Copper in the house for 4 months while they were looking at a new house, and Franny didn't give a damn about that dog. They sniffed each other twice in a couple of months, and there was no reaction to it whatsoever.
But Copper's older, so she's talking about like this would be like her adopted kitten. It would be like her pseudo baby.
You got to take care of her.
Yeah.
So cute. It's like a Pixar movie.
It is.
It is cute.
I'm not against the idea, except I'm not a real huge fan of cats.
I'm about to change your mind. I was not a cat person growing up. We had dogs. I had 3 dogs in the house all the time. And then I got Della, my cat, when I graduated from college. And now look at me. I'm insane. I'm obsessed with cats.
I mean, I essentially have a 50-pound cat now.
No,
no,
this
is really what she is. I mean, she sits by herself. When she wants to be pet, she comes on over for a second, and then when she's not ready for you, she kind of flips you off and goes and does her own thing. It's a cat.
Dude, instead of meds every day, and who knows like what the long-term effects are going to be, you can get her an emotional support kitten.
Oh my gosh, a
That's
pet
kinda
cat
cute.
for the dog.
The funny thing is, your dog would be perfect for me. We would have
Yeah.
the best relationship ever.
I was like last night, I'm telling you, I was talking to her like, because I feel like the needy one. Like, love me.
Yo.
Love me.
You are so codependent on Franny.
I just want her to love me.
No wonder she's trying to get away from you. Listen to you.
Hey, Lizzie, good morning. You're on the Bert Show. Hi.
Good morning. I was just going to tell you I have a rescue dog, and he was like Franny when I first got him. I've had him 9 years now. He's been on Prozac every day and has completely changed his life.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking if it really does change, I'm trying to, if this was a person in my life,
Yes.
right? I would suggest absolutely getting on meds to help your quality of life, or at least try them. And some will say that it can change your circuitry a little bit, which is what I was told. I never got off of it to see if that theory was true or not, but it can change your circuitry, so maybe she can be and have a personality.
What if you do this? What if you just try fostering a cat? We'll connect you with a local shelter.
Yeah.
And it's if it doesn't work out and you want to get rid of the cat, at the very least, it's really good publicity for the cat. And then maybe at the very least, you'll get a cat adopted.
Dude, we could do Fur Kids. We can do Atlanta Humane Society. We can do Paws.
Planned Pethood. I have tons of friends over there. They have tons of kitties.
I'm not against the idea. Good morning, Jennifer. Or Alexis, you're on the Bert Show.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. Okay, I'm talking about getting her on one. You've got yours on a bunch?
I had a rescue dog for a few weeks that was on multiple. Yes, she was actually taking Xanax, doggy Xanax. She was taking trazodone as well as Prozac. So there are, multiple medications you can try. But I was going to say the trazodone is very good for situational types. Like if Amanda's coming over, or if you're having company over, you can give it to her then, or, you don't necessarily have to give it every day, but if you do notice she's a different dog, then I worked at an emergency vet. I am not a vet. I do not claim to be one, but I have had dogs my whole life, and I'm all for giving them medication because it does improve, I think, their quality of life.
I appreciate your advice. Yeah.
All right, so listen, if you do decide to get the kitten, can you wait till
You guys
after?
are really pushing me on this kitten.
No, if you do,
Yeah.
can you wait till after the Bert Show Christmas party? Because Mo and I are allergic.
That would be nice. I appreciate
Can
you
you
thinking
get it
about
on
me.
December 14th, please?
I just want to take one more call from a vet.
No, this one works at a vet.
Okay. It doesn't mean
Close
that they're a
enough.
vet. Good morning, Bert Show.
still.
Who is this?
This is Carlisha.
Hi, Carlisha. You work at a vet.
Yeah, I actually work at Franny's vet.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Okay, I guess I could have called you guys.
I do Franny and Riggins.
Yeah.
I was about to say that, number one. I'm like, contact your vet. That's like the very first step that you should make.
I don't trust my vet. I'm just
He's
kidding.
messing
I'm
with you,
kidding.
Carlisha.
So what do they say there, that you can have dogs on drugs every single day, or you're not supposed to do that?
No, yeah, we certainly have dogs that come in that have behavioral issues and anxiety issues similar to Franny that come in and prescribe trazodone, and they can actually take that every day. It would just be recommended to contact them to make sure that she's a good qualifying candidate for that situation. And then they can also prescribe additional medication on top of the trazodone just for daily use, like the Prozac that the other caller was talking about.
All right. I appreciate you calling very much. I should probably call you guys and just come on up and see it. And
we
it could
we just like to talk about things on the air before we seek out professionals.
for sure. Plus, it could be a situation where it's like one for you, one for me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Two for you, one for me.
No, I
Nope.
had a friend who accidentally took her dogs instead of hers,
I do too.
and that took her down. She was down for the count.
Yes.
It is a lot stronger than people Prozac.
The Bert Show.